Hi, I'm Michael Hobson. I am the Culture and Accountability Officer with the City of Lansing, and I want to welcome everybody here to our 5th annual Celebration of Diversity that's here at City Hall lobby. It's a great opportunity for the community to come out, for us to celebrate diversity, think about inclusion, and also think about what it really means to have an equitable Lansing. So we're here today to celebrate, we're here to enjoy food, we're here to listen to great performers, and also to get an update from the mayor. So this is a great opportunity for us to really get to learn about the city.
All right, well, I'm Lansing Mayor Andy Shore.
Tamara Carter, Councilwoman.
So we are here together at our celebration of diversity, which I love. This is the 5th year we're doing it. We want to show the inclusiveness, the diversity of all the things that are here in Lansing.
Absolutely. Human Services, Resource Services has brought on another event for us this year, 5th year, as Mayor said. And we're just looking forward to all of the dances, all of the entertainment, the food that we are here to experience. And everyone needs to be here. It's vibrant, it's costumes, it's culture. And that's what makes the beauty of Lansing, is how diverse we can be.
Amen to that. And if you missed it this year, come next year, because like she said, the food was off the hook. You can't even believe it. So you're going to see it all on video because of our wonderful public media center. But you want to experience the food and hear it live, come next year.
Want to see you then.
All right, thanks.
Good afternoon, I'm Lena Garcia.
And I'm Jenny Garcia.
And we're here on behalf of Ballet Maria Luz. We are going to be dancing to De Colores, being sung by Norma. We're here to celebrate our culture from Mexico and put on a great show. There's so many great dancers here from all over that want to give a piece of their culture to everybody, and they get to experience that through food, dance, and music.
I just wanted to add that we're very excited to be here representing Mexican culture, and this event specifically is to celebrate the diversity of the Lansing community, the greater Lansing community. So we're so excited, so thrilled to be here and representing Ballet Maria Luz.
First of all, I want to say hello and welcome to everyone. Thank you all for coming. I want to just give you all a round of applause. Come on, we can do better than that. I mean, mate. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the City of Lansing's 5th annual Celebration of Diversity. I am Michael Hobson, the Culture and Accountability Officer with the City of Lansing, and I'm honored to serve as your host for the evening. Before we begin, first, I have to do this right here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the incredible Human Relations and Community Service team, led by Interim Director Develta Moses. Every single year, our team works tirelessly behind the scenes to make this celebration a success for you all. Hopefully you feel that this is a success, And a special shout out to my partner in planning, ever capable Miss Renee Freeman, for her help and dedication in making this a great production. That's awesome. And also, in these hard financial times we're in, I really want to give a round of applause to our sponsors, the University of Michigan Health Sparrow, the Board of Water and Light, BWL, Capital Area Transit Authority, CATA, Lansing Area Federal Credit Union, LAFQ, Sohn Linen Services, and Case Credit Union. Their commitment to equity and an inclusive community makes this event such great opportunity for all of us to come out and learn from each other. So I want to just thank you for your dedication and service to the community. Before we begin, I would also like to extend a special thank you to our cuisine donor, the Neighborhoods Arts and Citizens Engagement Department, for helping underwrite today's refreshments. Hopefully the food is good. Come on, I think y'all need to do better than that. The food is really good. And most importantly, we are honored to have each and every one of you join us this evening. Your presence reflects the spirit of this event and the strength of our community. Tonight, as you'll see from our exciting agenda, the agendas are listed on the side panels, and also it's coming right there. Great timing, Michael. You'll see that we have some great food, powerful voices, inspiring stories, vibrant performers, and meaningful moments that remind us of why diversity is something that we celebrate not just today, but every day. As part of this evening's program, we are proud to spotlight our recipients of our community empowerment grants through the Equity in Action Spotlights. Each of these organizations is making a tangible difference in the lives of Lansing residents by expanding opportunity, strengthening communities, addressing the root causes of racism, and creating the pathways for individuals and families to thrive. Their work demonstrates what really happens when we invest in the people, we invest in our community, and we invest in partnerships and possibilities. We build stronger, more welcoming, more inclusive communities for everyone. We look forward to sharing their stories, recognizing their achievements, and celebrating the impact that they make throughout the city. This event is not just a celebration, it's a reflection of who we are in Lansing, a city made stronger, more beautiful, and more resilient because of the rich tapestry of cultures, background, and experience that make up our community. Now, as we officially begin tonight's program, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Emily Sorochi, the chair of the DEI, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Board, who will present our land acknowledgement. Immediately following the acknowledgement, members of the Lansing Symphony Orchestra will perform the national anthem and Lift Every Voice and Sing, accompanied by a presentation of colors by the Gospel Army Black History Group, one of Equity in Action's spotlight groups. Following the national anthems, please join me in welcoming Lansing's Mayor, Andy Shore, who will officially open this year's celebration of diversity and share remarks on behalf of the City of Lansing. At this time, Dr. Sorochi.
Good evening. My name is Emily Sorochi, and I have the honor and privilege of serving the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Board. Thank you for hosting the Celebration of Diversity event tonight. I look forward to this every year. I'd also like to thank the board members who are here tonight for their work and their service. If they can wave to be acknowledged. I see one, there's. Thank you. I was asked to share a land acknowledgement tonight for the program. So I briefly wanted to share what those are if you're not familiar with them. So it's a formal statement, often given orally at the beginning of events like tonight. It recognizes and affirms that there is an ongoing relationship with Indigenous people and the land. They're especially important in contemporary nation states like the US and Canada, in which the political structures are based on settler colonialism and the expropriation of lands from Indigenous peoples. Land acknowledgements also serve to illuminate ongoing Indigenous presence, as well as to recognize settler colonial legacies of violence and land appropriation. They are a responsibility. It's a desire to recognize the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary stewards of the land. I also invite you to say them in your events. I welcome you to be a part of that movement. A declaration must then follow with ongoing commitments to these same communities. Right now I'll go into the land acknowledgement. The Lansing City of Lansing occupies the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands of the Anishinaabe, the Three Fires Confederacy of Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi peoples. In particular, the City of Lansing resides on land ceded in the 1819 Treaty of Saginaw. I recognize, support, and advocate for the sovereignty of the Anishinaabe nations from the Great Lakes, for historic Indigenous communities in Michigan, for Indigenous individuals and communities who live here now, and for those who were forcibly removed from their homelands. By offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty and will work hard to hold ourselves more accountable to the needs of Indigenous peoples and the creation of equitable and fair policies for years to come. So thank you for listening tonight, and I now will turn it over to the Lansing Symphony Orchestra.
Can we give them another round of applause, please? Now I'd like to introduce Mayor Andy Shore.
I told Michael to be quick, and that was about as quick as it gets, and I appreciate it. You all having a good time? I mean, seriously, what we just heard, if you've eaten any of the food, please remember who decided to be here for this and patronize them. This is exactly what we're all about. So good evening. Welcome to our 5th annual celebration of diversity. It's a joyful tradition that we created that reflects who we are and what we aspire to be in our city. I got a few people I want to thank. First, she always hates it, but I always do it anyway. We have Councilwoman Tamara Carter, who's standing in front of me. Wave. She's a great friend. We work well together, and she's a powerhouse on council, so everyone go say hi and thank her at some point. I want to thank our HRCS team, led by Delveda Moses, who is somewhere over here, and all of the HRCS team staff. If you all do one of these, wave. They're so hardworking, it's incredible. This doesn't just happen. This takes so much work. And while I'm at it, I want to recognize 2 former HRCS directors that are sitting here looking at them. They both kind of cringed. We got Kim Coleman. And Willard Walker. So we come to get, first, how awesome is it that we have so many people here? This gets bigger and bigger every year, so thank you. Please tell your friends so we can continue to show how important this is. Although next year we'll be in a different city hall, so we'll throw you all for a little bit of a curveball, but you'll get to see it in a new city hall. But we come together not only to celebrate our differences, but honestly to honor the strength and unity that grows from all of our differences. We launched the Mayor's Racial Justice and Equity Alliance in 2021, and since then, we have made significant progress here in the city of Lansing. We've listened, we've learned, and most importantly, we have taken action on what we heard. We have new inclusive hiring processes. We are increasing community engagement. Our cabinet and our DEI advisory board and our culture and accountability team and the city's equity core team, they have all worked hard to embed equity into everything we do and to look through an equity lens. You'll find a list of all of these accomplishments in the DEI Accomplishments June 2026 update, and you'll also hear how community-based organizations who received Lansing Community Empowerment Grants are making a difference throughout the city. Our city council passed an additional funding that will go exactly towards those community empowerment grants for those who are doing the work in our community. So again, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk, and we provide the resources that our groups need. And I hope you all will take pride in how far we have all come together, because you are all a part of this growth and everything that we do here in Lansing to ensure diversity, equity, inclusion. Tonight's celebration reflects many, many cultures, traditions, and experiences that make Lansing such a vibrant community. From learning about the Anishinaabe traditions to enjoying performances rooted in African American, Hmong, and folklorico heritage, to the national anthem, as you just heard, performed by the Lansing Symphony Orchestra, and seeing our colors presented by the Gospel Army Black History Group, who walked in and did a wonderful job, so we thank them. We have an opportunity to experience and appreciate the richness that surrounds us every day. It's a reminder that diversity isn't just something we acknowledge, it's something we live. So thank you for being here tonight, both in person and for those who are watching online who couldn't get here. You didn't get the chance to experience the food, so you're gonna wanna come in person next year because it was that good. We appreciate your presence, your voices, and your support. Let's all keep building a city where we meet the needs of everyone by ensuring that each person feels seen, heard, and empowered. So enjoy the rest of the performances, eat more food, and just enjoy each other and know that this is who we are in Lansing. Thank you, everyone.
Are you comfortable right there with the
Can we give them another round of applause, please? And I know I told them they weren't on program, but if I can have all of our Equity in Action empowerment grant recipient spotlight people, organizations, please come up to the front. I'd love to have the community see who you are and recognize you. They're going to see your great videos in a minute, but if you can come up. And so the featured organizations we're actually going to feature this evening are going to be Turning Point of Lansing, the Gospel Army Black History Group, Refugee Newcomers Navigation Program, and Grit, Glam, and Guts. We can stand in the front. It's a good picture, hey. And as the mayor mentioned, each year, we provide community empowerment grants to organizations to help them eradicate the roots of racism here in the Lansing community. And each one of these organizations, through their services, through their projects, through their initiatives, provide opportunities for the community so we can make sure this is a fair and equal and equitable place for each and all of us. So at this time, can we give them a round of applause? Can somebody take a nice, good picture of them? All right, thank you so much. Now we'll have a couple of the video spotlights to be put together on our different organizations.
My name is Archie Hudson Jr. I'm currently a board member with the Turning Point of Lansing, the treasurer of the Turning Point of Lansing, and been with the organization for 20 years. The Cash Flow Academy was designed to teach financial literacy to the BIPOC community that we serve on a regular basis. Financial literacy is the understanding and reading of money. So we're teaching people how to understand and read the literature behind money and finances. There's a challenge in the Lansing area from the standpoint that there's not a lot of knowledge around in regards to money and finance. So people use the internet to get information, which is misinformation in a lot of instances, and we teach them the real knowledge that they need to know to understand the language of finance and money. We understand that there are challenges out there that they're gonna meet, and we give them the opportunity or the skill set to provide them with the ability to meet those challenges on a regular basis. Right now, we have roughly 37 individuals, but we've served this year through our Cash Flow Academy, we had 105 young men participate in that program. We have 6th graders through 12th graders in our program, and it's culminated with our rites of passage ceremony for our 12th graders as we send them out, transforming them from boys to men. 100% of the young men that come through our program graduate from high school, and the majority of them go on to college and trade school and right into the workforce. The outcomes we've seen from the project were tremendous from the standpoint that we were supposed to have an 80% improvement rate, but we far exceeded that. We had a 90+% improvement rate in the Cash Flow Academy as far as the understanding of money and finance for those young men. It's been requested to be repeated from the standpoint that it provided something that nobody else provided for them. And it opened up conversations amongst families in regards to money and finance. They're having regular conversations in the households now on a regular basis, whereas before it was something that was taboo. It wasn't talked about in the houses. Now they talk about it on a regular basis because they understand the importance of doing it early and on a consistent basis. We stay in contact with our alumni. We just celebrated our 20th anniversary. Alumni came back and celebrated with us. We keep track of the progress that they make in the communities that they now live in and serve because that's our objective.
My name is Maurice Imhoff. I serve as the Executive Program Director of the Gospel Army Black History Group, otherwise known as the 102nd United States Company C. We have the honor of telling the story of Michigan's first and only black regiment that fought during the American Civil War. Most of our participants are high school and college students from around their area who want to get involved. We don't usually try to bend people's arm to get involved. Usually have a lot of guys who say, wow, this is really interesting. I get to wear the jacket, I get to put on the coat and the hat, and they get really excited about it. And we've had students who've gotten involved, who've put that on, and they really say, wow, I feel a part of something. I feel my family's history. We have a variety of students who are direct descendants of slaves in America. You're talking descendants of slaves who are then going back to teach the story of those who fought for the freedom of others. That is massive. That is huge to be able to share that story. This is bigger than life. They're sharing the story of boys who are as young as them, 18 years old, who came to Michigan, enjoyed the freedom perhaps even for 4 months, but then put that life and their freedom on the line to go fight for their moms, dads, brothers, friends who were still left in the evil of slavery in America. So it's great to be able to watch these high school students get involved. You don't have many black living historians in the nation, let alone young African American living historians. So to be able to do this work here in Lansing and take that all across the entire nation, showcasing how to have living historians and showcasing that African Americans fought for bravery and freedom and liberties that we enjoy today has been an honor, and it's really great to see all the students get involved. We define success as seeing more people know about the 102nd United States Colored Troops, knowing that Michigan men were on the front lines having fought in this conflict. Our program addresses inequities by sharing stories. A lot of people think in history, as been taught for many years, that white men went and fought to free the slaves in American history, right? But do we know about the 180,000 black soldiers that took up arms to fight into this conflict, to prove that they are the victors of the Civil War, not the victims? In Michigan, you had almost 1,600 men of color, young men who went and fought. We need to share these stories with our community, get young men involved, share them with different generations so we know that we have something to be proud of. That is a part of promoting ourselves, promoting our culture, and feeling proud of our culture.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el cara, 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 cara. Los polluelos con el pío, 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 pío. La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Can we give them another round of applause? Next, we'll have the Hmong dancers doing a Hmong celebration dance.
My name is Mariah Schaefer. I am the Outreach Director and I oversee the Navigation Program at the Refugee Development Center. Our program is called Navigation, and we work with navigating newcomers in the Greater Lansing area. It covers health, housing, food access, really lots of core programs that help newcomers get on their own 2 feet, learn about resources, and get supplemental help when necessary. A newcomer is anybody who comes to this country, and especially into Lansing, who is from another part of the world. They may speak another language, they may have partial understanding of English and just need some support learning about the culture and the community here. But we work with people whether they've been here for 1 day or 5 years, and occasionally people who have been here longer who just need additional support. We see people coming into Lansing from all around the world, but they're really no different than folks who have been living here their whole lives. If people have an issue with language access, it is more difficult for them. If they have an issue with being judged by who they are, where they come from, the color of their skin, that all creates barriers to being able to access core resources in this community to build a life. And the RDC, we welcome all people who come in as newcomers to our community, and we meet them where they are. We listen to what their needs are, and then we give them the resources that are applicable that will help them to stable housing, to gain education, to health access, working with their doctors, to building their lives here. Some people walk into our center because their friend referred them, their neighbor referred them. Maybe they heard about us online or through a community partner. Anybody who walks through our doors as a newcomer is welcome to the center, but we also get referrals from our partners. So our community outreach is large and we collaborate together. We want to be accessible to all people. We have a very diverse staff, which means that we're welcoming to newcomers from around the world. If you speak Arabic, if you speak Swahili or Burmese or Sango, the door is open to you. For us, success can be that we are serving a person, an individual person, and helping them build their life as they see it, giving them agency around their dreams and their goals. Other times, we are looking to just listen to that person and say, what is it that you need today? How can we serve you today? But for success, it is up to the individual to become long-term, sustaining members of the Lansing community.
So Grit, Glam, and Guts, we are a Lansing-based nonprofit. We've been doing work now for 13 years in the Lansing area and across the state. My name is Cameo King. Our work is to empower teen girls to have a healthy self-identity, advocate for themselves, the power of their voice, and also a healthy self-awareness. Historically, girls of color, especially Black girls, have been disenfranchised when it comes to advocating for themselves, when it comes to having a voice. Grit, Glam, and Guts is very intentional about first building the skills to advocate for yourself, but also giving a space and a safe space for girls to share who they are, that affirms who they are, but also advocates for their intellect, their emotional capacity, and also their power in their community. And we do that through giving them opportunities to create things that make a difference in their world, but also in the world of those that they connect with, that they engage with, and that they live in. So the easiest way to get connected with Grit, Glam, and Guts is just by heading to our website, gritglamguts.org. We're also available on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. But I think one of our biggest advocates or pathways to recruiting is to go to where the girls are, which are schools, churches, and parent groups. And also, even past that, I think our biggest supporters, our loudest voices are the girls that we serve. When I see a girl grow, right, that's very high level. So what does grow mean? Oftentimes, the first day the girls are meeting, they are absolutely quiet. And it makes you question every single year, even though I've been doing this for 13 years, it makes you question, am I doing this right? But for me, the marker of whether or not we did it right is by the end of the year, the end of the academic year, we cannot get them to be quiet. Meaning they've gotten comfortable with one another, they've learned how to advocate for themselves, that they are comfortable in this space, that they have built a sisterhood, and also that they're building a community in a space that they can control. Working with girls and empowering girls is serious work. We delve into their identity. Who am I as a young girl? Who am I as a girl of color? Who am I as a Black girl? And this is important, especially now, because every decision we make as an adult comes from our identity. And so it's not It's not work where it's how to be a girl or how to sit or how to talk, but it's about who are you and what tools can your community provide, what tools can this organization provide to help you become who you are.
How y'all doing out there? Y'all doing all right? All right. All right. We just want to encourage y'all a little bit. All right. Y'all can feel free to clap your hands, rock a little bit. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all can groove with us. What you gonna do when your back's against the wall? How you gonna respond when it seems our hope is lost? Tell me what you gonna do when you need a little more grace. How you gonna respond when they try and test your faith? Tell me what you gonna do. How you gonna respond when it seems? Tell me what you gonna do. How you gonna respond when they try? Everybody say hang on. You got to, yeah. Everybody say hang on. Hang on in there. Say what you gonna do, what you gonna do when your back's against the wall. How you gonna respond when it seems our hope is lost? Tell me what you gonna do when you need a little more grace. Yeah. How you gonna respond when they try and test your faith? Everybody say hang on. Hey, can y'all put your hands together like this? Hey, hey, hey. You gotta remember to hang on. Hey, hey, in there. Come on, hang on in there. In there. Come on, help me say. Hang on in there. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No matter what it looks like, hang on. No matter what you feel like, hang on. Hang on in there. Check it, check it, check it. You gotta hang when your back's against the wall. You gotta hang when it feels our hope is lost. I'm a witness, he'll fill you cup. And in the process, he'll hold you up. I'm not worried and I'm not scared. I'm gonna trust like the bishop said. It's a matter of faith. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna praise the Lord. We're gonna give it up. Come on. Hey! You got to, yeah. No matter what it looks like, hang on. No matter what's going on, hang on. No matter what you feel like, hang on. You got to, yeah. No matter what the doctor says, you gotta hang on in there. No matter what the lawyer says, I say, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Say, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Say, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Look at your neighbor, say, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Look at your other neighbor, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Clap your hands. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Say, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on. Say, hang on. You got it, you got it, you got to, yeah. Hey, hang on in there. No matter what's going on around you. Hang on in there. Put your hands together. Hang in there. No matter what's going on, hang in there. God is by your side.
Can we give them one more round of applause, please?
Esa mi negra que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le traje de Tepic. Cuando me traes a mi negra que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le traje de Tepic.
Good evening, everybody. How about it for the celebration of diversity 2026? What an outstanding program. Let's give everyone a well-deserved round of applause. Everything you got for what they gave. As Interim Director of the Human Relations and Community Services Department, I am honored to extend my sincere appreciation to Mayor Andy Shore, to our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Board Chair, Dr. Emily Soroshi, and DEI Advisory Board members, to our Culture and Accountability Officer, Michael Hobson, and the entire amazing HRCS team. To our HRCS Advisory Board members and all of our program participants, and any and everyone who contributed in any way to make this event such a success, we say thank you. The celebration of diversity exemplifies inclusion and reflects the collaboration, partnership, and progressiveness that define the City of Lansing as a capital city that is welcoming, vibrant, and continually moving forward. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be done shortly. These are the closing remarks, so I'm gonna be done shortly. We just want to let you know that we value our residents and employees and remain committed to fostering an environment both internally and externally that promotes representation, fairness, equity, and a true sense of belonging. The City of Lansing's HRCS department looks forward to your continued partnership and support. We are a team that celebrates success together. We value everyone's voice, and we recognize that our accomplishments are strongest when shared with all of you. Thank you for your support here today and in the years ahead. And most of all, thank you for helping to make the City of Lansing a community where everyone belongs. As we conclude the program, I want to remind you to make sure you get your popcorn as an additional token of our appreciation, and enjoy your evening.